What's up, everybody? Hope you're having an awesome day. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It really does help. Liking the videos, sharing them, comment. What we're going to be doing today, as this car slowly morphs into more and more of, well, it's already a pretty capable autocross car, but now I'm getting aspirations that maybe I'd like to take it to some track days. See how it does on a longer road course. I don't know. So what we're going to be doing is adding a little bit of aero to the car with rear diffusers. Now, the caveat to this, and I won't lie to you guys, this is mostly just for the looks. The diffusers do look cool. But what I'm going to aim to do to make it somewhat functional is I'm going to take it all the way across the bottom of the car, from one side to the other, and try to get, I don't want to say it's going to be sealed up, but keep the air out from behind the bumper as much as possible. So these are just universal eBay diffusers. I think they were, I don't know, 25 bucks a piece. They come with hardware, but it's really not that great. So, of course, as always, went to the hardware store and picked up some meatier stuff that's not going to stick out as far. I am going to use some of the hardware on the rear here. We're going to put this together in a much better fashion. And then I've got self-tappers to install them with. But to make sure that this doesn't go anywhere, I'm going to run a lock washer on the self-tapper to really just make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. So I suppose we'll pull the car out and get started. Now that I've got the two main pieces that I'm using put together with the sturdier hardware, I'm going to try to cinch these together here, since these will be next to each other on the car. And I will, of course, be using zip ties because, you know, why not? I might come back and do something else as well, but I think we're going to do some zip ties here for a something quick. They're already black, and hopefully it'll be pretty discreet, depending on where I put them. Yeah, okay, I don't think I like that as much as I thought I was going to. I think what I'm going to end up doing is using some of this leftover hardware, and we'll do it that way. Just put those through the holes as we go down. Yeah, I think that'll probably work better. Now for the really fun part, we get to figure out how to mount this. Well, I hate that I'm going to have to ditch some of this larger hardware, but after test fitting, this is going to come out past the edge of the bumper just a touch, and these bolts being as tall as they are not going to work. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull those out and replace them with the rinky-dink hardware that came with it. But of course, I'm going to add some lock washers, and we'll go from there. Got this main portion lined up and mocked up here pretty straight. I think it's time to put some self-tappers in it. My solution for mounting this far out. There's not really much, well, there isn't anything to mount it to, so I removed this body, it's one of those plastic push things, I forget what they're actually called. I removed that. I just had the spare metal in the garage. I put that in there, and then I can use that to mount the diffuser over here on this side. I'm pretty happy with this initial fitment. I need to put more self-tappers right in here, along there, and of course up there to kind of suck the diffuser up against the bumper. But overall, I think that actually turned out really, really well. And of course, if I decide I don't like it, I mean, I can always just take it off. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. There you have it. There's a finished product. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, you're still talking about more form over function, if you want to think of it like that. However, it really did seal up a large portion underneath the car. Get under here, take a look real quick. As you can see, you know, it goes all the way across, and I mean, aside from right there behind the wheel, and then of course, same spot on the other side, there's no spot for air to get through. Now, of course, I did not go to a track day before making this modification, so I don't have a before and after comparison to really be able to say, yes, it made a huge difference as far as reducing the drag on the car on the track. So it's all hearsay, really, but it looks cool. I think it looks good anyway. And I'm not the first person to put a rear diffuser on one of these cars. Mr. Random Reviews has done it on one of his. And my boy Sammy Hack, and by the way, go check out Sammy's channel if you haven't already. He's got some really good stuff on there, and I drew a lot of inspiration from him, honestly. But I do believe I am the first person to take the diffuser all the way across the rear of the car. And again, that's possible, of course, because I do not have over the axle exhaust. I have the side exhaust. One of the small drawbacks, I guess you could say, to doing the upgraded suspension components from Massive Speed Systems is that unless you've got your own bender, or you go to a shop that is really knowledgeable as far as exhaust, either you're not getting 2.5-inch exhaust over the axle with those new components, or it's gonna be really, really difficult. So there you go. Again, go check out Sammy's channel. He's got some really good stuff on there. But as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, I know this is a broken record, but please consider subscribing. commenting. Let me know what you think. And keep an eye out for upcoming Mercury content. I did go to an SCCA track night, so there's some really good footage there of just running this thing flat out wide open on a road course, a pretty technical road course at that. So that's pretty cool. Of course, I've done some more AutoCross this summer, and look coming up. I have officially registered to be part of the Street Machine Challenge at the Street Machine Nationals, which is of course, the Street Machine Nationals is 3 days, but this is put on by QA1, and it involves going to the QA1 cruise, and then there's going to be 3 days of autocross specifically for this challenge, where everybody will be officially timed, and of course there's going to be first, second, third places, things like that. So with any luck, maybe the old Mafrauder here can put some traditional muscle cars to shame. Hopefully anyway. But with that being said, guys, thank you again for watching, and always, most importantly, have an awesome day.